Okay, that's better. I'm missing a scarf. I don't know where it is. That's alright. I'll be okay. Hi! So this is a channel about sewing, but in light of the disaster that's happened here in Austin, I have decided to waylay a little bit from my sewing escapades to talk about what my life has been like for the past 4 days. So today, I, Jackie, the human burrito, I'm going to talk to you about what it's like to spend 4 days in an apartment without heat or electricity or water in freezing temperatures. Okay, so before I get this started, I just want to apologize for the quality of this video. I'm doing this on my phone. I'm trying to limit my battery use. I have very, very little editing software on my phone right now, so just bear with me. This is going to be an honest video and not much else, nothing fancy. Also, this is not a cry for help. I am okay. I'm cold, but I'm going to get through this. I'm not worried. You shouldn't be worried either. There are a lot of people who are worried. Don't be. Okay, so I have a thermostat here that is battery operated that I usually keep above my thermostat. If you can see, I don't know if you can see that. It is now 36.9 degrees Fahrenheit in my apartment. Oh, it just went up to 37. We are officially 37 degrees again. It has been that cold in my apartment since Tuesday. My power went out Monday morning at 2 a.m. At that point, I had the thermostat set around 55. I do like it cold. I like the cold. I like to bundle up. So my apartment was not warm to begin with. But by the time I woke up around 7, the thermostat had dropped to 50. And by the time I went to bed on Monday night around, I don't know, like 9:30, 10 o'clock, it was at 40 degrees. I haven't seen 40 degrees since. It has been averaging around 37 in here since then. And so you're probably wondering, what is it like to be in an apartment that is only 5 degrees above freezing? Well, you know what? It sucks. It really sucks. It's cold. And that's coming from somebody, I grew up in the Northeast, like I can handle cold. It's okay. Like I'm used to it. This is not okay. It is really frigid in here. And just to give you an idea of what it's taking for me to do this video, not in my bed where it's warm. I'm currently wearing 2 pairs of socks, a cotton pair, and then like a double layer wool fuzzy pair of sock, slippers. I'm wearing 2 pairs of pants. I've got a pair of leggings on, and over top of that I've got a pair of cotton yoga pants. On my torso I am wearing a cotton tank top, a cotton long sleeve t-shirt, a larger, thicker cotton long sleeve t-shirt, a cotton long sleeve sweater, a cotton long sleeve hoodie, and then around my torso I have a wool scarf wrapped, and that is by far the warmest thing. It's keeping me very toasty. On top of that, I'm usually wearing a cotton scarf, which I don't know where it is. Then I have 3 blankets, 2 fleece blankets and a knit blanket, and then this knit blanket on top. I've got a wool hat, and I have it down so you can see my face, but normally I'd be sporting the hood to my hoodie as well. Even with all of this on, I'm not comfortable. I'm okay, like I'm not shivering, but it's still a little nippy. The bed is the best place, and to be honest with you, I've been spending most of my sojourn in bed because it is warm. In fact, I think my body is in hibernation mode at this point because I'm sleeping like 14 hours a day, and then I'm getting up and I'm putzing around for a couple of hours, and then I just go back to sleep. They shut off my water yesterday, sometime between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. Without warning. I'll add, you know, even if they had given me a half-an-hour warning, so I could have filled a couple of pots up with water for my toilet. I can't flush my toilet right now, which is awful. I currently have a bunch of buckets of snow that are melting very slowly in my bathtub, so hopefully we will be able to rectify that situation soon. All of the news people say that the electricity should be back on soon, and they also say that the water should be back on soon. But do I believe them? Let's talk about what my day has been like. Well, pretty darn boring. I stay in bed till about noon, maybe 1 o'clock, depending on how late I actually sleep. Just lying there thinking about cheesesteaks and burritos because I haven't had a good meal in 4 days. And then I get up, I putz around, I read a little bit, I'll eat, and then I go charge my phone in my car for an hour, and then I come back and I read, and then I go to bed. And that's about it, because everything else that I would want to be doing right now, whether it's working, working on my novel, playing music, making art, sewing, playing video games, any of it either has power, needs power, or I need to have fingers that are not numb to do it. I can't imagine trying to play guitar right now. My fingers are just so numb, it's awful. Food. Oh, I can't eat anything that isn't just readily edible. All of the food that I spent hours cooking on Sunday for this week is currently in my fridge, probably spoiled. I can't eat it. I've been pretty much living on the king cake that I made for Mardi Gras, which would be good if it was eaten at a normal temperature, but at 37 degrees it's almost solid and kind of dry, and I'm starting to get sick of it. Otherwise, to eat, I've had some pecans and some peanut butter. I made a little chickpea salad, which wasn't bad, but got old after a couple of days. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Luckily, my hunger pangs are very, very low right now, probably because I'm in hibernation mode. But yeah, I'm starting to get a little low on food, and everybody's out there crazy buying stuff in the grocery stores. So I know that by the time I get to the grocery store on Saturday, when it's going to be 60 degrees, everything will be gone. Don't you love those hoarders? And you know, let's talk about the work thing. I haven't been able to work in 4 days. I'm an hourly employee. I need that money. It's expensive to live here in Austin. It's very expensive. I have to pay my bills. How am I supposed to pay my bills if I can't work? Because my electricity is out. For 4 days, probably 5, I would be astounded if my electricity came on before maybe late Friday. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to make up that time. Either take paid time off and just accept that the next 2 weeks I'm going to be buried under work that I can't handle, or work all the way through the weekend in hopes that I can make up some of that time. It's wrong. This shouldn't happen. Almost every person that I know who has been through this power outage has had their power returned to them. Most of Austin right now is either out of water or on a boil notice. So the water thing, I'm not expecting is going to get any better anytime soon. But the electricity, it's time. It's been 84 hours. Actually, probably by the time I've finished this, it's going to be 85 or 86 hours. And that is too long. It's too long to exist in an environment that is literally as cold as your normal refrigerator, okay? 37 degrees is 3 degrees lower than the danger zone, okay? Cue Kenny Loggins. The danger zone, which is from 40 degrees Fahrenheit to I think 120 degrees Fahrenheit, is the temperature in which bacteria can grow in your food, okay? If it stays below 40 degrees or it stays above 120 degrees, your food is safe, okay? That means bacteria can't grow. My apartment is below that 40 degree mark. Bacteria can't grow in this apartment right now. At least foodborne bacteria, okay? This is, you know, but the point is, it's that cold. I can see my breath. You probably can't see it. Let's see. No, you probably can't see it. It's more noticeable at night when I have the candles lit. But I'm like, it's just coming out in a thick stream of breath fog. It's cold and uncomfortable. You know, like I can't even imagine. My poor plants. I have my plants wrapped in sheets over in the other side of my apartment, trying to keep them from freezing in my own apartment. There's ice pouring on the inside of all of my windows. Monday when I woke up, there were actual icicles. A lot of it has melted since then because yesterday it got up to a balmy, I think like 30. So some of the ice melted. And actually my sliding glass door, I was able to open my sliding glass door for the first time yesterday and go out onto my patio. It has since frozen again. Yeah, it's cold and this is ridiculous. And Austin Energy, you need to get your shit together and get me back online. There are 50,000 other people here in this town that still don't have power, and it's time. If there is a cable broken or something, you know, that should have been a higher priority. That should have been something that was tackled before now. We shouldn't be the last people to get our energy back. You know, I'm not going to see any kind of repercussions for this. I'm sure that the only thing that's going to happen is my electric bill is going to go up, despite the fact that I haven't had it for 4 days. And it's just out of control. Like, this never should have happened. It never should have gotten to this point. I am by no means an expert on how Texas energy is run, how ERCOT makes decisions. I'm not an expert on all of that. But I grew up in a state where we got freezing rain and ice and snow on a normal basis, and it may have canceled school for a day, but it never shut the entire town down. You know, I can't even drive to the store to get basics. I can't go to my friends' houses that have power because it's not safe for me to drive on the roads right now. It's out of control, and it's happening more and more. We're getting colder and colder weather every winter. It's time that somebody steps up to the plate, stops arguing, stops blaming the other guy, and starts to get this stuff fixed. Because there is never a time where it is appropriate for anyone to spend 84 hours in freezing temperatures with no heat or electricity. Period. All right, so that's the end of my rant. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. If you want to subscribe to see the actual content that I'm going to put on here as soon as I get my power back, hit subscribe. If you have any comments, if you have any suggestions, any ways that I can stay warm and do things like exercise or, you know, draw or something without my freezing hands, stick a comment at the end of this, and that's all I've got for now. Thanks. Bye.